Welcome to our channel.
Let's learn English together.
Hello, this is Gary. Today we're going to talk about a topic that changed my life dramatically. Why I stopped multitasking and got more done. Yes, you heard that right. I used to believe that multitasking was the key to productivity. I thought I was being efficient by checking emails while in meetings, writing reports while listening to podcasts, or answering texts while trying to read. But what I discovered changed everything. Multitasking was not making me more productive. It was making me scattered, stressed, and slower. In today's episode, I want to share my personal journey from chronic multitasker to someone who finally learned the power of focus. I'll tell you how I made the change, what happened to my work and my mind, and how you can do the same. Part 1. The myth I believed for years. I used to be proud of how much I could juggle. My calendar was packed. My desk had sticky notes, devices, tabs everywhere. I always had something in my ears. News, music, meetings, background noise. I'd be typing an email, while checking Slack, while listening to someone on Zoom. I thought I was fast. I thought I was smart. But deep down, I was tired. I often ended my days thinking, why am I so exhausted? Why didn't I finish what I started? Why do I feel like my brain is on fire? Still, I told myself, that's just how life is now. Everyone's busy. But I was wrong. I wasn't busy. I was unfocused. Part 2. The wake-up moment. One morning, I tried to read a simple article. 3 minutes in, I checked my phone. Then I looked at my inbox. Then I forgot what I was reading. I had no attention span. My brain was addicted to switching. And I realized something scary. I couldn't focus even when I wanted to. That hit me hard. I used to love reading books. Now I could barely get through a paragraph. That night I searched, why can't I focus anymore, and fell down a rabbit hole. Articles, research papers, podcasts, they all said the same thing. Multitasking is a productivity myth. The brain doesn't do multiple things at once. It switches rapidly, and every switch has a cost. I decided then I was going to quit multitasking. Part 3. The first week of quitting. At first, it felt weird. Painfully weird. I told myself, do one thing at a time. So I closed all tabs except the one I needed. I put my phone in another room. I used noise-canceling headphones with no music, just silence. I sat down to write a report. And within 5 minutes, my hand reached for my phone. Out of habit. Muscle memory. I stopped myself. Took a breath. Came back to the screen. I won't leap was hard. My brain craved switching. But I kept repeating to myself, just do this, one thing, right now. And then, something clicked. Part 4. The surprising benefits. By the end of the first week, I noticed something. 1. I finished tasks faster. What used to take me an hour took 40 minutes. Because I wasn't jumping in and out of distraction. 2. I remembered more. My memory became sharper. I could summarize meetings without notes. I could recall where I saved files, what someone said, and what I meant to do next. 3. I felt calmer. There was a strange peace in just doing one thing. It felt honest. It felt human. Part 5. The science behind it. I started reading more about attention and the brain. Here's what I learned. The brain uses working memory to hold thoughts while we think. Multitasking clutters that space, making it harder to think clearly. Each time we switch tasks, it takes time, sometimes up to 20 minutes, to fully return to the original task. Multitasking is not a time saver. It's a time waster in disguise. And worst of all, it creates stress. Because we feel busy, but don't actually finish things. No wonder I was exhausted. Part 6. Building a single task life. I knew I couldn't live like a monk. Life is messy. Interruptions happen. But I could design a better system. Here's what I changed. 1. Time blocking. I now divide my day into clear blocks. Morning, deep work, writing, thinking. Afternoon, meetings and collaboration. Late afternoon, admin tasks, light emails. During each block, I do only one category of task. 2. Notification-free zones. For at least 3 hours a day, I turn off all notifications. Phone on airplane mode. Email closed. Slack on do not disturb. It feels amazing. 3. One tab rule. I keep only one browser tab open during focused work. If I need to search, I do it, then return. 4. Mindful breaks. I now take intentional breaks. Walks. Deep breaths. Looking out the window without checking my phone. Part 7. Real life changes. What did all this lead to? Better work quality. I write better reports. I make fewer mistakes. Less anxiety. I no longer feel behind all the time. Deeper conversations. I'm more present with people. I listen more. More energy. I finish the day with gas still in the tank. And the biggest one, I trust my mind again because I'm no longer scattering it into tiny pieces. Part 8. But wait, isn't some multitasking okay? Great question. Some activities can be paired. Listening to music while driving, folding laundry while listening to a podcast, walking while thinking. These are low cognitive tasks. The brain can handle them. But the mistake is thinking we can. Write emails while replying to messages, brainstorm ideas during meetings, read while watching videos. Those split your attention, and your output suffers. So the rule is simple. Don't combine two tasks that require thinking. Part 9, a challenge for you. If you're feeling busy, scattered, or stuck, try this. For just 1 hour today, choose a meaningful task. Remove distractions, set a timer, focus deeply. When your mind wanders, gently return. It may feel hard at first. That's okay. Your brain is relearning focus. Do this for a week, then look at the results. I promise you'll feel the difference. Learning summary. New vocabulary today. Multitasking. Attention span. Deep work. Scattered. Intentional. Notification. Output. Cognitive load. Grammar focus. Present perfect for describing recent changes. I've noticed something. I've changed my habits. Conditional. If you want to get more done, try doing less at once. Imperatives used in advice. Turn off notifications. Focus deeply. Take breaks. Final thoughts. Quitting multitasking was one of the best decisions I've made in my adult life. It wasn't easy. It took time, but the reward was clear. I got more done with less stress. I stopped trying to do everything at once. And finally, I started doing the right things with my full attention. Give your mind the gift of space. You don't have to be faster. You just have to be more present. Thanks for listening. This is Gary, and I'll see you in the next episode.